I want to thank Yvette Sports for sponsoring this video. More on that later. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I am Jess and you are watching Keto Rewind. So thank you for clicking on today's video. The theme for today's video is two things. One, I had a lot of the same questions come up in my previous video announcing I was going low carb versus keto. So I wanted to answer some of those questions and that kind of thing. And then I also got some new Yvette pieces that I'll show you next. So anyways, let's hop into today's video. The biggest question that I had, or the most commonly asked question about my decision to move into a new direction, low carb versus a focus on keto. Now obviously my channel is Keto Rewind, so when I began this journey, I was that set on keto as my lifestyle choice. Well, as we live and learn, with any journey, there's going to be things that you discover that make things easier on you, and you're going to find stuff that doesn't work. And through that pure determination to get to your goal, you will find what works for you, or it'll lead you to that path. So one of those like mind games that's like a maze. You like go in, you try to go all the way through the maze, and then you try to get to the start to the finish point. That's kind of the best way to show what a weight loss journey is all about, because you're going to go in there and you're going to be cruising along like, yeah, this is it, and then you're going to hit a wall, and that's not the right way. So now you're going to come back and try a new way, and that kind of thing. So it's that determination to not give up and to keep fighting that eventually allows you to find the right path for you. And because we all have individuality, which means everybody reacts to everything differently. So what may work exceptionally well for this person might be horrible for this person. So, and that's something that you can't sell one size fits all products in a weight loss industry, because nobody makes any money if we say, well, you've got to figure it out. But because we are all so different, it would be silly to think that there was only one way to do something. So, and for instance, how many people, or how many of you people that are my fans have tried Weight Watchers and had success? How many people on this channel did carnivore and had success? How many people did paleo? How many people did Whole30? How many crashed and burned in those types of lifestyles? So there you can say there's something for everybody, but you can never say it's a one-size-fits-all approach. And I feel like I kind of had to accept that pill, and I got that off my chest yesterday, and it was like, it just feels so good to be like, all right, I'm doing what's best for me. And yes, I'm a keto channel, but this is what I need to do right now. And what matters, my ultimate goal is getting to the finish line, the line that I set out for myself, and that's crossing a weight that I would feel comfortable with and a lifestyle that I want to stick to. Because diets don't work. I cannot emphasize that enough. Diets don't work. So the only reason why a lot of people have success is because they find something that works for them that is not really a diet, it's more of a lifestyle. It's what they do. And that's what keeps them in a healthy weight, or maybe gets them to a goal and keeps that weight off. So there's a lot of work you've got to put into this journey. And when you put work into yourself, it's priceless work. It is just something that is rewarding. And when you figure this stuff all out, it just makes the victory at the end so much sweeter. So the biggest question that I was asked on my video was, if I was to start all over again, would I do keto again? And I would say, yes, yes, yes. I absolutely would have done exactly what I did, to lose the weight initially. When I was 309 pounds, and I hit that go button, I did a ketogenic lifestyle with intermittent fasting. And then I dabbled and learned along the way with carnivore, ketovore, extended fasting, that kind of thing. So I would absolutely do that again. However, I would go in with a different approach, that I needed to know that I have to still own my journey. and I have to do what's best for me. And maybe right now, because I'm so frustrated with carbs, keto is a great solution because it takes the carbs away from your life. It teaches you can live without all that sugar, and it makes you feel good. Like there's other ways to live without having all of these side effects of a carb coma. Because how many of you wake up tired, you're achy, you're inflamed, you're no motivation, you're just getting bigger and bigger and you can't stop it, and it's like, keto solved that for me. But I will say, I should have been more receptive of the signs that I was getting along the way. I got to 180 pounds, which was, I'd lost what? 130 pounds lost. I got to, the weight of 180. I had 1 pound left to lose to get to 179, the goal, but I didn't have the plan for now what? And I didn't have the knowledge that, okay, I've done the restriction that got me to this point. I used the lifestyle keto or the metabolic state as a tool to lose the weight quickly, to feel better faster, and to learn about nutrition. But was it realistic to think that I would never ever want to have, black beans or quinoa or sweet potatoes or, carrots ever again, or tomatoes or... I didn't think that far through when I started this. My goal was, let's get in that metabolic state of ketosis, balls to the wall approach, let's lose the weight and get to a goal. So when I do anything, I usually just take off and I don't have the plan, so I didn't realize that when it came to, when I got closer at my goal weight, I didn't have the plan for what's next. And I think that's a huge part of the reason why I failed and kept restricting and restricting and restricting and just restricting the heck out of me for the past year, and it cut a year and like 2 months. And that's why I started developing new issues that I didn't have before. I got to live in a smaller body, but I wasn't happy yet. I wasn't at the finish line. I was almost like backsliding, So I would, totally use keto as the tool to lose the weight, but I would have gone into the approach that if that didn't work, I should be more receptive of the signs and give my body what my body is asking for. And that's the healthy carbs, the carbs that can immediately just turn into glucose when you eat them. Like a nice, carb like sweet potato or carrots or onions, all the colors of the peppers, tomatoes. I wanted those things make me happy. I don't want to restrict those foods. There's already so much restriction when you start a ketogenic lifestyle. So when you restrict more of that come in nature's packaging that are really good for you, that just makes me, it just made me feel like I just couldn't sustain the extreme restriction. Temporarily, I needed keto to fix me, to educate me, to get me to have that strength to be able to move on to the next chapter. But I was blocking all of these signs that say, okay, we need a new direction right now. This isn't working, it's not wrong, but now let's move to the next chapter, or the chapter that says you ride off on the horse into the sunset happily ever after. And that, my friends, was low carb. So I know that seemed like a long spiel and all that, but I mean, in the nutshell, basically, I would totally do keto again. I absolutely love keto. I'm still going to be eating keto. A lot of low carb and keto foods overlap. I'm just going to have a little bit more carbs in my day, and that technically could kick me out of ketosis. Based on activity level, I could even get away with, possibly, I haven't tested this, staying in ketosis at 50 carbs. I'm going to be testing all of this stuff, but I'm just speculating right now. But it is totally possible to eat more than 20 net carbs and be able to stay in ketosis. So we'll get all those answers as I learn them. But for right now, my goal has changed from being in ketosis and stressing about ketosis to being able to live a little bit more freely and to listen to my body's cues that say, yes, let's get some extra carbs in here, but not too many, because we know where too many will lead you. Standard American diet, 309 pounds. that's a no. So like, but there's nothing wrong with a carrot. I didn't get morbidly obese eating a carrot, and I don't think anybody's gotten morbidly obese eating carrots. And if you did, there's probably something else going on. But anyway, so that is the main question that I've got. Kind of answered a bunch of questions in one. So now let's change gears for a lighter topic, and let's talk about the Yvette Sports. Okay, so the first bra we have today is one of my favorites. I actually have this bra in a pretty green color. I'll pop that on the screen. This bra is so comfortable, like so comfortable, while giving a little bit of sex appeal. So overall, it kind of has like two layers. The first layer is like the built-in bra shelf with soft, non-removable cups. I like non-removable or molded cups because they don't move when you throw it in the washing machine. So like they're always right there, no having to deal with that jumbled mess inside of a bra. So I can really appreciate that. Nice wide straps to spread the load out from the weight of your chest. Under here is probably my most favorite. It's so comfortable. So comfortable, no wires, nothing. I would say this bra is better for like low to medium impact workouts. You've got full range of motion because the straps are nice and, you know, they're just laid out nicely so you can get into all those fun, fancy moves. So, but overall, this bra is a 10. Oh my gosh, I love it, love it. Alrighty, so next up we have the most perfect color for winter, for Christmas, for the holidays in general, for fall. It's a nice deep green color. This bra has a nice mesh detail right here to let some airflow in. Nice thick straps, soft, non-removable cups that help smooth the girls out, if you know what I mean. And lastly, a nice thick adjustable band at the rib cage. So you're getting support here and you're getting support there, and it's just spreading the load, making it a real comfortable bra. So let me turn around here. Look at the pretty strappy design. Isn't that so pretty? The straps also serve as function. They're not just for sex appeal. It gives you full range of motion so that you can do your workouts. The elastic band is adjustable, so you can tighten it down for a more custom fit. I like how there's lots of coverage in the armpit, but overall, really pretty high support sports bra. And one of the reasons I love Yvette is there's such a huge size range, and there's something for everybody. All right, and the final bra that we have is great for high impact workouts, mainly because of all the adjustability. You have a nice easy front closure, so this is if you've got shoulder issues or you just like that front access. Once it's adjusted to your side, this one is really convenient. But the first point of adjustability is the rib cage. You can really tighten that down. Each side can be reduced or made bigger for not only a custom fit, but also that support you need to have lots of bouncing. A nice thick strap. There are no molded cups inside this one. It is like double lined and super soft. So there's no chafing in that kind of thing, but it does not have the cup. So it's just the liner. And then if you see right up here, there are two more spots that you can really tighten down the support in your chest. So if you have a larger chest, you can actually get a little bit more room by getting a longer strap just by moving this metal hook, nice heavy duty metal hook. And then it also gives you a real custom fit. So being that the closure is in the front, you don't have that in the back. So this is real pretty in those shirts that have like an open back. You don't have to see the big hooks and all that, you know, jazz. And good coverage underneath the armpit as for coverage and skin and chafing and that kind of thing. Overall, such a pretty and comfortable bra. And I'll do a jump for you. So now everything holds nice and still. So I have to zoom out because you're not going to be able to see my leggings here. But we'll do a squat test while we're here. See if I can get my bottom in here. All right, so we have these leggings, which again, another home run, full waist stretch technology. I have them pulled up a whisker. You can pull them down. There's a little bit of a band at the bottom so it holds it better. This way it's not going to ride up if you don't want it to. Versus other ones you could pull up, you know, they're so stretchy you can pull them up to your knees. So that holds it there. The elastic band here at the waist is very supportive, and it's got that slimming effect while also the compression. So when you're bouncing around, everything stays where it's supposed to be. It's not riding down, it's not falling down. So that's really, I love that. So when you're doing something like a CrossFit or running or, you know, some type of bouncy workout, these hold everything in. So here's the back, nice and supportive. This elastic band goes all the way through the back, and then I'll give you the squat test. And they're another amazing pair of Yvette Sports. So I will say, Yvette is so affordable. I have the same pieces I've had for over 2.5 years now. Still in great shape. They look brand new, and you can't beat that quality and the price and, you know, all that jazz. I absolutely love Yvette and would never recommend something that I didn't personally use. And I've been wearing Yvette for like 2.5 years now. The pieces that I have now are still look brand new, and they're over 2.5 years old. I live in activewear. And don't forget, use my coupon codes down below. Save your money, and the best thing you can invest in is some workout gear to move your body for the new year. So reward yourself, grab yourself some Yvette, and use my codes down below and save. So I will say that I will be filming what I'm eating. I've started another YouTube channel. I'm not ready to announce it yet. I'll see how this all goes. But for right now, I don't want to take my eyes off of of what I've got going on here until I've got to that part 2. Because kind of like I want to do something like a part 1 was how I lost the weight, and part 2, or the next channel, is what's next, what's to come, the future of my channel. So this way, if you come in at the beginning of your journey, you shouldn't be watching the maintenance part of the story, you know? It's very different stuff, very different approaches. So I did want to say that I don't want to start building the second part or phase 2 until I get there. And right now I need to get this weight off, and then I will focus on the what's next part 2 and the really fun channel name that I came up with. That doesn't it's so fun. It's gonna be so fun. I can't wait. But that also gives me that motivation to work towards that goal so that I can show you what's to come. All right, everybody, I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget, use the coupon codes down below. They're date sensitive, so make sure you use those within the time period and the special link and save. Thanks for watching, and thanks for Yvette for sponsoring this video.